Cyber Operations and Risk Management Briefing, United States Team, Capstone in Cybersecurity. Objectives. This presentation will provide leadership with an understanding of United States software recommendations, discuss software development lifecycle and software assurance, vulnerabilities, software recommendations, and cost of implementation. Software development lifecycle. A conceptual model for software development divides the process into 6 different phases. Each phase has a distinct role in structuring a clear path for completion and developing good quality software. Planning. Identify and defines the system to be developed. It often requires brainstorming what the system will do from the research team, software engineer, and stakeholders funding sponsors. This is a critical step of the cycles because it outlines all the requirements and ensures proper documentation is set in place. Analysis. Analyze how the system will be used and document the findings in the design phase. In this phase, a software engineer will record precise details of how the system will be used and who the users will be. Design must support the requirements based on the analysis completed from the previous phase. Features should be prioritized based on importance and effort. As the design phase continues, the risk of vulnerabilities increases when the software is more complex. Properly documenting every task and modification will be beneficial when completing the project promptly. Implementation. Process of installing the software on devices and systems and applying licensing agreements. Acceptance testing is also recommended in this phase to keep the line of communication with the sponsor for any delays or development issues. Testing and integration. It helps with locating potential problems and actual problems. Develop a test plan to test critical functions adequately. Reporting and fixing bugs will be coordinated with the project manager, software engineers, and testers. Maintenance. Patches and updates in support of customers and its new software functionality arises. Maintaining the source code, installation program, and application is essential for unanticipated issues after the software release. Software assurance is the level of confidence that software is from vulnerabilities either intentionally designed into the software or accidentally inserted at any time during a purchase, and that the software functions as intended by its purpose or user. Vulnerabilities. Deficiencies or weaknesses in the structure or process and does not have a proper risk management plan to guide considering dependencies on external enterprises. Weakness in the supply chain. Not having a secondary source of new technology can have a negative impact. No operational process for detecting counterfeit. Developing a program or allocating the training budget can raise awareness. Lack of budget for testing and implementation for technical screening and acceptance testing may be overlooked. Software recommendations for commercial off-the-shelf or COTS. Pros: industry tested. Companies will have stricter rules ensuring that software is compliant. Customer support. Readily available for assistance and support to address issues or concerns. Cons: customization. Difficulty of customization based on functionality and placing constraints on an existing design. Security risk. Updates to software deployed across enterprise often fail to update the smaller COTS component with known vulnerabilities. Upgrade costs. Upgrading to more licensing can be more expensive as the organization expands to a more extensive infrastructure. Cost of recommendation. Implementing supply chain risk management can help balance exposure to cybersecurity risk throughout the supply chain. The costs and benefits of implementing risk management should be considered with implementing these controls and the risk of not implementing them. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Picture below shows the annual price estimate for 100 users and 10 servers. The attack at the summit forced the United States to evaluate how software assurance and risk management are essential in providing a cost-effective solution while also protecting the integrity of the system.